immediately this guy has on a fucking terrorist on stream, which I think is actually cool. So it was very much like Tommy took the reins and Tommy stepped out there. Everyone else was too fucking scared, me included. Did he get scammed by the Indian companies in the end?
Okay.
They scammed him back.
That is more of a schizo conspiracy theory.
Oh, I definitely am, dude. Like I've been profiling the shit out of these Indians since I was a kid.
And I'm just like, I want this person to be fucking destroyed. You know, I want them to get taken to court. I want them to get sued for all they're worth.
That's the guy that made the AI porn, right? Of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Ludwig's girlfriend. Yeah.
Hello, how's it going?
Dude, it's great. How about yourself?
I'm good. Pleasure to talk finally. I think it's the first time, isn't it?
I think it is the first time. I'm going to be honest. I've known about you for a while because of Nick DiOrio. He's always been like a big secret fan.
There we go.
And but I will say, like, I didn't really pay much attention to what you did until the MamamMax stuff, and I felt really bad because I forgot your name in the video.
What do you mean? You forgot my what? Is in
like I shouted out everybody. It was like Xylee, okay. Like all these people, and I ended up forgetting your name. And you ended up doing a lot of legwork with that.
Listen, people pointed that out in the stream. I was like, it's all good. It's not a big deal for me, but I appreciate you saying that and pointing that out. But
I just ended up forgetting, man. My bad.
That's all good. Actually, I don't. I appreciate you saying that you haven't been following me. I understand that aspect to the MamamMax stuff. But you actually going way back, a screenshot of my stream was in the background to your court ring video.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 2 years ago. I'm thinking back, so I'm not sure. That's interesting because I definitely knew like who you were.
Yeah.
But I think I actively followed. You must have had some content in Jeremy at the time then.
Yeah, I used to. I mean, I've had a long history doing different things, but yeah, I used to do the old calling the court ring a retard shtick. But I think that's
I must have ended up watching a few of those videos then.
And no, listen, not to put you on the spot. I mean, it's no big deal. It's just, I just remember it because at the time I was like a 30 viewer Andy. So it's like, oh my God, I'm in a WillyMac video. What the hell? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
that's funny. Yeah. What's funny is like, I feel like I still do that with all these YouTubers too.
Yeah. It's, there's it's a SpongeBob meme. Like, hey, that's me. When you get in someone's video or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey, absolutely.
There we go. Oh my God. Okay,
hey,
this is a bit weird. This is a bit weird. I'm used to seeing you in your fucking little studio arena. What's going on?
I mean, this is still it. I'm just facing the wall.
Right. Okay. Got
you.
Okay.
And then of course it's like fucking 8 a.m. here, so I'm tired as balls.
Yeah.
Like just showered and shit.
I appreciate you getting up. Thank you. Thanks for coming on so early.
No problem. You're in Australia, right?
What?
Are you Australian?
Is that a joke?
No, I thought this was real. Is that not a thing?
I'm British.
Oh no! Oh.
Are you serious?
Oh fuck! I thought maybe you made like a John Swan joke, is what I'm recalling that from, and I thought you said like, oh, you'd like.
Oh my God! Dude.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Damn, this is awkward, isn't it?
These goddamn all these. Why do you guys sound exactly like Aussies, bro? You guys all sound the fucking.
We literally don't at all. We sound totally different. It's you Yankoids. You think everyone's the same outside of America, I think.
What did you call me? Oh shit.
So yeah, obviously I wanted to speak to you about the MamamMax stuff and just pick your brain a bit about some of the history because you've obviously been around a while. But before we get to that, you just dropped a video about Hasan and this Houthi interview, didn't you?
Oh yeah, man. I think I ended my last Hasan series in November, and the last thing I said was all right, I'm done talking about Hasan until he inevitably screws up the next like big geopolitical issue. And immediately this guy has on a fucking terrorist on stream, which I think is actually cool, right? Like I think there's actually some really like good content you could fucking get from that.
Oh right, okay. I thought you meant terrorism's cool, but you mean
having
a terrorist on?
Well, having it on to do like the journalistic work, which is how I was framing
definitely.
it, I actually thought was quite interesting. But he goes ahead and it's just the entire thing is just like glazing this fucking terrorist. Like he's glorifying him. He's like, oh, you're the real monkey D. Luffy. Like at one point the guy's like talking about like how like, oh yeah, he's like been with the hostages and all this shit. And he's like, yeah, we've convinced all the hostages that America sucks. Like we've all turned them against America. And Hasan's like, that's great, dude. Like, that's not very hard to do. Like, that's great. It's like you guys are just vibing out and chilling then, and America just dropping bombs for no reason. It's like, bro, they're dropping bombs because they took fucking. Yeah, it's insane, dude. I can't say it without going into some sort of repressed rage, but
no, that's fine. I just want to question one aspect of this though, because bear in mind, I've only seen bits and pieces of this, and my impression was that this guy was like you get the IDF soldiers doing TikTok dances. That's obviously like a form of propaganda, and I thought that was the same. He's like a pretty face for the face.
well, like you gotta realize right? Most of these terrorist people are like they're like all Zoomers still, you know.
But I guess because you call him a terrorist, I thought he was just like the propaganda face. Is he more involved in the Houthi kind of movement then, or what's the deal?
Well, he's a soldier. Like he's confirmed it, like on his TikTok, or on his Instagram as well. Like he if you just ask him, he's like, yeah, I am. And then people are saying like, oh, like Hasan like does the whole thing where he's like the kid is clearly media trained going into that interview. Like very obviously so if you just watch it. I'm not sure how much of it you've seen. But he goes ahead and at like several points he's like, okay, that's we only care about love, we don't care about anything else. It's like, dude, the Houthi flag says like death to America, death to Israel, put a curse upon the Jews. Like that's their flag, guys. Like on this guy's TikToks, he's like calling everybody, like questioning him, like, oh, you're all just a bunch of son of Jews, right? Yeah, it's like, okay, well, whatever. Maybe you're just using slang. Dude, you go to this guy's Twitter, and he's straight up, let me pull up this fucking tweet, bro. And it's like a translated tweet. He says, they talk to the media talks and says that al-Houthi is terrorist, but they do not say that Israel is the mother of terrorism. The meaning of Houthi as a title is not something to fear, but for the Jews, they are very afraid of this title. It's like, dude, this guy's like a total fucking textbook terrorist, and we're comparing him to fucking happy cartoon pirates. All right, this is insane. He's running propaganda for a terrorist group that's shooting missiles at cargo ships, civilian ships.
Yeah, no, sure. Like, I covered it a bit at the start, but I was so wrapped up in the MamamMax stuff, it kind of lost track of it a bit. But yeah, I mean,
it was one of those things where I was thinking, well, maybe this is just like a Yemeni civilian. He's not, dude. He's like walking around the whole fucking boat. Like it's just not true. Like he's been with the like all this shit. Like he's a Houthi.
Yeah. Okay. No, interesting. So is that definitely it for Hasan now, do you think, or will there be another video if he fucks up again?
No. If he always fucks up, I will always be there, because it's like, how else do you keep a guy like that in check? He's the biggest left-leaning political streamer. He's easily like seems like the most unhinged mainstream political streamer, where it's like he's the one that's like doing the most blatant lying. Like if you go and watch like a Ben Shapiro video, he will absolutely like skew the facts in his favor in all sorts of ways, right? Especially when like the retelling of history with like the whole Palestine shit. But it's like, to engage with Ben, you have to like get into the fucking weeds and argue like these little points. Hasan is just making stuff up like that. Like, dude, he's just like down to just make up shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I have always been quite critical of Hasan, because of these reasons. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Twitch are just. I mean, maybe you can comment on that. What do you think about the fact that Twitch have like taken no action against him bringing this guy on?
I mean, I think like the critical part of Twitch for me is more like, I feel like Twitch runs their website, at least historically, in like a double standards. Like I do wonder if it was somebody else, are you going to allow that person on? Like you're telling me like a guy like Sneeko's banned from Twitch, but Hasan's allowed to like do straight up terrorist propaganda all over your website. Like, so that's where I have a problem with Twitch. If they just allowed all of it, I'm cool with it. Like, dude, if you want to be a fucking clown and a lolcow, dude, I'm Drama Farmer Willie. I'll fucking go out there and I'll milk you all day, dude. Like, if you're going to be voluntarily a fucking moron, I'm in, dude. I love talking about stupid people. But what's surprising about him is it's like, I kind of thought it was a grift for a while. Like, it was like, he's just saying it to be the most left-leaning voice. Like, that's why he's like placating to like these fucking Chinese narratives and all this shit. I don't think he is anymore, bro. Like, I think like his political view is very much America bad, because he actually just believes that, like in every aspect. There's no nuance there. There's never a time that's wrong. One of his viewers ended up leaving like a comment like, hey, when you're saying like America bad and that's all you care about, all you're kind of ignoring like the Russia imperialism and Iran's involvement with destabilizing the Middle East, which they've done arguably as much, if not more, over the past decade, which I thought was like a very interesting conversation from that viewer's perspective, right? Like there's something to engage there. Hasan's response is to just call that guy fucking racist. Like what? Like what are we talking about, dude?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like that guy's like he's just a fucking I think he believes this shit. I think he is kind of an extremist.
Yeah, just to touch on the free speech aspect, I guess, because I think you're quite strong on this point. Because I remember when Sneeko got banned, or when remember when Nick is Not Green was
Yeah, of
calling for
course.
Sneeko to be banned. I think you put out a tweet or something. You were very critical of him for that, right? Or maybe made content about it. Like
Yeah.
how far does that principle go to protect speech on these platforms?
For me, it goes infinitely. Like I
Right.
do think like I think, all right, I wouldn't say infinitely. I think everybody's got their fucking limit. Everyone says free speech until it's a thing. I think until you're directly calling for violence,
Okay.
You should be good to go. Like unless you're saying like, hey, we got to go kill that person or kill that group of people, I think you're good to go. Like go stay like Nick Fuentes, like allow all these fucking people back because I really do believe like most people are pretty like good people, regular people. I've been on the internet in 2015, 2016 where there was free speech and there was people like openly identifying as fucking Nazis. It wasn't like it was like Nazis dominated everywhere. It was fine. It was just like they were the freaks you made fun of. You know, it's like I feel like what it's done, like banning these people, what it's done is it's made them like almost mythical, where you see Nick Fuentes have a normal conversation with Destiny while eating fucking waffles, and then suddenly you got like a bunch of people being like, well, he's not as bad or evil as I thought. It's like, well, yeah, man, he's still like a person, but he's just racist. Like we made them like a fucking mythological beings when they're just fucking losers, you know?
I guess so. The thing is, I kind of agree in principle with that idea, but the thing I always talk about is the advertisers and how they come into the picture too. So, how do you balance that perspective with the platform's need to placate advertisers?
Well, if I'm going to be blatantly honest, you're now we've brought the conversation where that's just kind of out of my expertise. You know, there's
Okay.
probably two trains of like the two theories I've always heard is one, if you just tell the advertisers it is what it is, and all these online websites do, because there's essentially a monopoly with YouTube, right? And there used to be with Twitch, but that's changed. But if you just tell them it is what it is, where else are they gonna go? Like they're gonna have to come back at some point, ideally, right? It's like cable's fucking dying. This is where everyone's at. If this is just a general acceptance that this is the internet, then then the other option is what if they don't come back? Does your company just go fucking under then? You just all like suffer and pay? You know, so it's the conversation I could kind of see either way. If you have to placate, you know, you can't really like blame the I don't blame people that like I don't blame YouTube for going the direction they have, I guess.
Yeah, because the thing is, again, I definitely see that point of view. I guess my issue is just like we've had like what numerous apocalypses now, which I don't know if you've talked about or made any content about yourself.
Yeah,
but it's been quite heavily criticized, right?
My old content all sided with where else would they go.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay.
But I would say the internet today is very different where now you have like TikTok is very like there's actual competition now. So when you say like where would you go, it's like, well shit. It's kind of a lot of places to go now. Like it's no longer like the monopolized fucking thing where you got one streaming website and one video website and that's it. It's like, there is places they can leave now. So my position has become a lot more sympathetic towards YouTube, I would say in that respect.
Yeah, no, that's
but
fair
yeah,
enough.
like overall, it's just out of my expertise. I'm not the marketing guy. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, no, sure. I mean, I'm also a layman. I've got no idea about the behind the scenes stuff, but I watched the video about what's his name? Matt's what it is. That started off the first episode.
Yeah, did I make a video on him?
I'm not sure actually.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you were referencing something because
no,
I think I might have.
I'm not trying to do any
gotchas.
Okay, no gotchas today. So, But
That's fun, man.
But no, sure. It's just the reason I mention it is because there was a commentary in that about, and it went into the nitty gritty of it about ad rates and companies maybe were trying to get better ad rates and stuff. But I just feel that part
Yeah,
of the
I think that was
conversation
like a popular theory at the time was like popular theory at the time was they were trying to renegotiate rates. Like, dude, I don't fucking know. YouTube was so much smaller back then anyway. It was like the fucking I can't imagine that advertisers were paying that good back then compared to now. You know, they got to be paying way more now than back then. YouTube's like tripled in size since then.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. The whole Matt What It Is thing is weird too, because that's like an adpocalypse that was super artificial. It was literally just a bunch of like a big fucking ginger running around being like, there's people jerking off in the comments. Do something. Like, to me, like, how the fuck do you stop that? Has Matt stopped people from fucking jerking off? Like, are we serious? What did he accomplish with that shit? Like, that's like the dumbest fucking adpocalypse ever.
Yeah,
It's one thing if an advertiser legitimately sees like the Coca-Cola thing, or they like legitimately get put on a fucking video where there's just like a guy being racist and calling black people the N-word or whatever. It was like the Alabama N-word video is what it got put on. It's another thing when it's just like some fucking ginger neckbeard like pushing some random cause, dude. And like, wasn't Max tied into that? Is YouTube Wake Up and Pick a Side YouTube? Were those in hand?
Actually, that gives
No, Pick a Side YouTube was 2 years later.
It was, but I've got some theories we can maybe get into, and that's quite a nice segue to get into the MamamMax stuff because I'll just ask plainly. Okay, I'm not witch hunting. Obviously, I'm a bit annoyed that some people did support him and are acting like they didn't and are now criticizing him. But it is what it is. What like knowledge or involvement did you have with MamamMax previous to the current drama stuff?
So me and Max didn't talk very much. I believe he did ask me to be in the Pick a Side YouTube video, and just because I didn't know what it was, right? So I was like, no, because this is like the pedo guy too. I was like, this is kind of a risky video to be in. And that's not even a diss. Like, he had a lot of credibility back then.
Yeah.
Like, he was very well liked. And then where I really got to know him, like really like picked up on watching some of his stuff.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do
oh, dude, hold on. This is like a totally different thing. We were actually in a group chat way back in the day when he had like 8,000 subs.
Wow, okay.
It was like he was just like a growing channel, like the same as me. Like, obviously he was way bigger than me, but it was like there was at one point we were like pretty comparable sizes. Like, I think I was at like 1,500 subs and he was at like 8K. And anyway, the Pick a Side YouTube thing happened. And the premise was fucking silly, but it really did capture like the audience. The audience really was vibing with his message. And like, that was a fucking wave on Twitter. Like, people don't remember how fucking big that was. And a lot of creators in the background was like, this is kind of fucked up because he asked me to be in this YouTube video. And I thought it was going to be about, how YouTube's monetization policy when it comes to ranking videos or rating videos is bullshit. And now I'm in this fucking pedophile video where we're calling out Susan Wojcicki, putting her face on the screen and saying, why are you siding with pedophiles?
Yeah.
Right. So it was just like a completely unhinged video. But I will say back then, a lot of creators had a problem. Nobody wanted to say anything on it. And outside of just a couple tweets from me, I didn't say anything on it either. Because it's like, what, are you going to go fucking, this guy's already saying everyone who disagrees with him's a fucking pedophile. Do you want to go get in that mess? If you watched, Tommy C's got a stream on it where Tommy was like the first guy to call him out. And if you go into the live stream chat, I think you'd see like some commentary guys in there at the time, but that's it, dude. Like, Tommy was really brave for that. And none of the commentary guys backed Tommy up with a single video after that whole situation.
See, this is what I've been looking at.
So it was very much like Tommy took the reins and Tommy stepped out there. Everyone else was too fucking scared, me included.
Right. Well, it
wasn't necessarily scared. It was also like, fucking, you're getting in a mess with this whole pedo shit too.
I mean, yeah, that's very reasonable for you to say that. I mean, bearing in mind, I don't think you ever really backed him up in any meaningful way. So, but
I mean, outside of just like writing like yeah, fuck this guy Tommy in a YouTube comment, like live chat. That's it, dude. Yeah, I didn't fucking do much at all. You know.
No, that's really interesting that you recognize that because yeah, that's something that I've noticed is like, where's all these videos backing up Tommy C? And it's like, well, there are none because no one really spoke up against Max. They were kind of scared to, right?
Well, it was because they were scared. Probably the only video that pushed to get back against Pick a Side YouTube that was big was Critical, and it's like one of his most hated videos, like at the time.
Oh, damn.
Like people did not fucking side with them, you know. And it was Critical being like, "Yo, I think it's kind of ridiculous to say like, you know, say that YouTube's being pedophiles. Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't accuse a CEO of being a pedo. Maybe
and then
not a good idea.
The other thing too is Max's video was funny. So it's like he's coming off a really hot drama. The audience thinks he's right. And his video making fun of Tommy was funny. So it's like it's just like crushed it like on all three levels of what he set out to do in that moment, you know?
But yeah, what I wanted to link in is the Matt's What It Is and the MamamMax stuff, because you said yourself, oh, was that linked? Well, it wasn't linked, but my belief is that MamamMax saw the Matt's What It Is thing, and he used that as a kind of prototype or a blueprint for his campaign, because there's a lot of similar themes that you notice in it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because I'm trying to recall the Matt's What It Is thing. I mean, I believe Matt's campaign was mostly about reaching out to advertisers.
Sure.
So I think that's a pretty like important difference.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
whereas Max's main thing was to basically get shout-outs from YouTubers. And then the other thing was to get a YouTube contact, which he did get. Dude, Max got everything in that drama. Like people in the fucking like not there at the time, this was like fucking massive. Right? Like this was like a universal, like when the only L Max took was that behind the scenes, he rubbed everyone wrong.
Right, okay.
Everybody wrong. Like the only like the next like this last time around, Max made his video like doing a very similar campaign. And nobody fucking said a fucking goddamn thing about it because they were all like still, I think, salt from last time.
Well, I mean, on that note, because you're mentioning, because you saw in the recent campaign, MamamMax blew up like Moist Critical's DMs. Was that a similar dynamic during the Pick a Side thing as well then, where he's blowing up people's DMs and stuff?
I mean, I'd have to go back to see if he was blowing up like Charlie's DMs. No, I think like back then it was a very generic message. And you got to realize like Max was like a small guy, like in the old commentary group chats. Like we used to have a group chat, like forget what it was called. It was like the NWO or NCO or some shit like that. And it was just filled with like 40 commentary people that all had like under 10,000 subs. Just like all the tiny new guys like in there. So I think when Max reached out, everybody was down to help because you're like, you're coming up together in a way. Or like he blew up and he's one of the guys that made it. So you're like, oh fuck yeah, like I'll help you out. Like this is a safe enough video about how YouTube demonetizes unfairly. Like sure, why not? You know. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I did just again. I believe he asked me just because I was just like, oh no, this guy's in like a lot of pedo shit. I don't think I want to be a part of that. I had like a weird moral high ground at the time where I was like, I don't want to talk about pedo issues. Like I was like, I don't know if I thought I was too good for it or if it just grossed me out too much, but I was like, I don't want to be part of anything like that.
I mean, to be honest with you, history has treated your decision well because I think now people are looking back at that with more scrutiny, particularly the recent drama.
Yeah. I think I'm like the only person that doesn't have like a weird fucking. Well, I take that back. Most of the commentary guys around today, like I don't think Nick has anything either. But it's like dude, there was so many false allegations at that time.
Yeah.
Like it was like every fucking couple months, everybody in the community, like Kavos or whoever, like. I'm Alex, like all those guys were fucking shit up.
Yeah, that was kind of like, I think maybe like a peak of the MeToo stuff. And I think one of the issues that you probably recognize yourself is there's a desire to get a scoop. And I think I want to talk about this a bit later, so we'll come back to this. But the pierogi thing, I think, is another example of this where
I can't wait to look into that. That's my next thing I'm going to look into.
Good stuff. There we go. So we got a potential exclusive there, maybe. I saw your comment on a video, right? You commented on a video, I think.
On her video?
I've been watching you from afar. No, I just saw someone said, "Oh, I think I saw it myself." You were like, "Ooh," in her comments, right?
Oh, maybe I did write that. Yeah, I love whenever I get to like somebody where I think like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look into this because this seems fucking silly, and I love just writing like eyeballs or ooh just to see what the fuck happens. But I think she's turned off comments since, so I won't be able to fucking see that anymore.
No, that's
like under
that's
Hasan, like when he interviewed the terrorist, I wasn't actually in the country at the time. And I think I saw like him interviewing that, and I just like wrote like I'm sure he handled this well. And it was like immediately like under his comments, just like people blowing me the fuck up. You know, I love that shit.
But yeah, no. One thing before we get onto the recent drama of the MamamMax stuff, I just want to ask is, and I don't want you to necessarily start going after people you're pals with or friendly with, right? So I'm not going to name any names. But there is this trend where you had people who were like friends with Max and propped him up and pushed him
Hold on,
forward.
Chud, you cut out for a second. I got, for some reason my Discord does that. Can you repeat that again? I might have you do that a few times today, just because.
Yeah, no worries.
For some reason my internet does that.
It was just to ask about this kind of trend where you got people that were like backing him up or even friends with him at the time, and now are kind of saying, no, this guy's fucking nuts. Like, like what are your thoughts on that dynamic where these people were friends with him and now are having to cut him off because he's so crazy?
Well, I think it's really important for the commentary community to police themselves. You know, like it can't just be like this fucking elite group of Hitlers like telling everyone else they're a piece of shit and then like sliding away with like some really scummy shit. But like, look, dude, there's people that I would never make a video on. I'd probably never make a video on Tommy C, right? But the thing is, there are people that would make a video on Tommy C. So it's like, I got my fucking biases, like Wavy Web Surf. That's another guy. I would never make a video disagreeing with that guy. However, like you get to like, you know, like Turkey Tom, I love him, but if he made a really out of pocket video, I'd engage with the conversation. I might not fucking be as hard on him, but I'd engage with that conversation. So I would say there's like a level where it's like, yeah, I got my bias against about 3 people. I'd say it would be like Tom, Wavy, and then Tommy. And then that's kind of it. And I think I'm upfront enough with those biases, you know? I like when they tend to have gotten in drama in the past, I just don't say anything.
That's interesting, yeah.
There's other people that are after them. I'm going to let them do it. If I'm biased, it's probably best for me to shut the fuck up because I'm probably not the best source of info on that, on those particular issues.
So you kind of operate off the logic if like at least someone's talking about it, you know, you don't feel as necessary to make
I would
a video.
I would feel guilty if nobody else talked about it.
Right, okay.
Like enough time has passed where I could certainly say this. It's like Tom handled that pyro situation poorly. I don't know if you know what that is, but he handled it poorly. And whereas just like he jumped to a couple of conclusions too far. Well, Nick Diorio was calling him out and Pyro called him out, and then like a slew of a million other creators called him out. It's like it was being policed in some way where if it wasn't happening and then I'm just sitting there watch it, then I'd be in like a bit more of a moral conundrum.
Sure.
But otherwise, like, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think I see what you're getting at there. So it's like, even if you're not going to cover something, you know someone else is. But with this MamamMax situation, it seemed that A, no one was really covering it in a particularly critical way because of the fears. And B, these friends that are now speaking out against him never even watched his videos, from what I understand as well.
What do you mean they never watched his videos?
So they would say he's like a predator catcher and he does this good work, but recent conversations, you know, Mutahar and Nexpo have both recently said, I never
watched his videos, but they were like collabing with him. That seems fucking really weird then. I would never just fucking collab with someone if I don't know what the fuck they do. Like, that's insane. Like, I would say that's more of a negative against Muda and Nexpo than it is against fucking Max. Jesus Christ, dude. All right, dude, I'm going to fucking ask Muda to collab and put him on a Pornhub video. Like, what are we talking about, dude?
Okay.
I would say that's fucking weird.
Listen, I'm not.
I love Muda too, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think, you know, my conversation with Muta, I don't think they ever worked together on a project. But my criticism for Muta was more that, you know, he kind of backed him up as this pred hunter that had these kind of outcomes and results without watching the content or double checking that. But yeah, with Nexpo, he you can see Lyric spoke to him about it if you wanted to double check that. But he said that, you know, he made this commentary or these comments for this video calling someone a pedo, and then didn't even bother watching the video.
Yeah, I would say that's like, dude, I don't know. There's fucking shit where it's like, you know, you got to realize YouTubers, I get it. They're just kind of being lazy in that respect, or they're trusting Max way too much. You know, when it comes to, here's the thing with Max. If Max was just like a fucking like Dream or some shit, some fucking gaming YouTuber or whatever, like, all right, I'll go do the bit with him and not think twice about it. Fucking, he makes pedo videos though, bro. You aren't gonna look into that before you put your name on it. Yeah, I think that's fucking weird. What was the other half of this question?
No, that's fine. I mean, I think in
like
fairness,
like friends calling him out or something. It's like
what I'm getting at, that I guess is like, and you know, in fairness, like say Mutaha, I think there has been some recognition of that relationship previously.
Yeah, Muta's done a great job.
Yeah, I think Muta's done a pretty reasonable job, like correcting the record and putting videos out. And I guess maybe applies to other smaller kind of glup shittos that aren't really that important. But I guess it's like, I guess the question I would ask is, if you're friends with someone and you back them up, and it turns out that they've been a total fuck up, right? How do you engage with a way where you recognize that you were their friend and correct the record to kind of your satisfaction, would you say?
Well, one, I think you got to reach out and have that conversation with him, which Muta did several times on live stream, and apparently in private he reached out too. And then I would say if he still doesn't budge, if it's a serious enough issue, you probably do have to just fucking blow it wide open, you know, especially if like your job is related to some sort of media honesty. And I'll like Muta's the best in the game right now, dude. Like he's busted the Gerard case, which is the completionist story. And then he also did this. Like he's on a fucking roll. Like that's actual like journalistic work. So I actually think he's handled it quite well. Like that's why I'm just surprised about the fucking he never watched Max's video thing. That surprises me. But yeah, I think he's handled it well. But I do want to touch on too. Can I go on a little bit of a tangent?
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
The reason why Max with his last video did not do well. Like that video had like 80,000 views, and he's a channel with like 800,000 subscribers, and I believe he had 3,500 Patreon members, which is an insane ratio. Like usually a channel that size maybe has like 100 Patreons, 200 Patreons, right? To have 3,500 is insane. So for his video to only get 80,000 views, I think is another reason that video like slid under the radar for a while. Like I had a whole folder in November, and I actually have some DMs with Max back then too, like talking about his video, being like, dude, this video is fucking ass. And I was going to make I was gathering evidence to fucking talk about like how terrible it was, but then I looked at it, I was like, it's only got 80K views. Like who even knows what the fuck this is? Like I'm like, I don't even think there's enough content here. Like there's enough no, not content. What's the word? Audience? Like I just didn't think it was a big enough story, you know? So I was like, I think that's like another reason why like this last video took 2 months before Nick and Muta like really got him on it. And a lot of it had to do with, a lot of the content came from like Lyrics and I don't know how early you were involved in, but like Lyrics and Xylee and everybody like constantly fucking calling him out on live stream and like really putting together like the story. Like, didn't you call the police to see if there was ever a report made? Was that you?
I spoke on that, but I think that was Lyrics, and I think Colton, funnily enough, I think he was one person that pressed him on that in the live stream too. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's been like a slow baking story where it was like, it really started with the fucking live streamers like buckling down to figure it out, and then it turned into like a proper investigation from there. It was very organic.
It's funny because I actually can say that I learned something from the kind of MamamMax like recent situation, because I actually covered it back in November, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. This guy's nuts. What even is this? And I was mocking him for all his stupid Pred Hunter shit. And then
you weren't in our community, so you saw that video and you were immediately like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I watched that video and I'm like, this is just fucking more dumb this is just more dumb Max, like arbitrary artsy shit. And then I turned it off, and then I watched a Papa Gut react video, and Papa Goat was just like, this fucking guy is not taking any of this seriously. And I'm like, oh shit, man, this guy's fucking onto something. Like, I'm like, oh fuck. Like, dude, these fucking, maybe I fucking passed on this thing like way too quick.
Well, no, I mean, it happens. There's stories that you look at and you're like, oh, that looks boring. And then it blows up.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, God, I should have covered that earlier. So I think the thing for me is I kind of saw that no one was talking about it and there wasn't really much more to say. So I was like, okay, well, I guess no one cares, and moved on. And then you realize, like, once more people notice it.
That's exactly what I did, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think the benefit of the live stream model is you can cover stuff. You've got so much time to talk about stuff that you can cover that stuff as it happens, right? Whereas for you, you've got to put effort into like an edited video. So you will have to pass on stuff that might end up blowing up later.
Yeah, but it's like weird. The economy of how you make videos is different now. Like before it was very much like people made a video, their video was 10 minutes. If their video was dog shit, another person would make a video on it. Well, now it's like most of the drama comes from streaming because just everybody fucking streams today, right?
Yeah.
So what I feel like the natural like order of drama is, it's like the live streamers a lot of the times are the ones that fucking find the stories.
Yes.
And then they get talking about that shit. And then that works its way up to fucking Twitter. And then now it's like hits me and I'm like, oh shit, let me go like look through all these live streams. Let me see what the live streamer says. Let me go see what the content they're talking about says. And it's like the live streamers in a lot of ways are like the fucking rats, dude, in the sewers. Like they're like in the fucking nitty gritty, dude. They're down there like in the shit, you know? Like there's no curation filter yet, you know?
That is so true. I do feel like a rat in shit. I love that analogy. That is exactly what I am. But no, that is a very good observation, I think, and very true of the current economy of content is, yeah, the streamers make something happen and then other people talk about it and then the
streamers get it to the video people. Like they're the ones that like find it first and then it gets to Twitter. And then it get like that. There's like levels to it for sure.
But yeah, so you know, having recognized that happened and the MamamMax stuff with this recent pierogi thing, I'm like, fuck, and I've reached out to people and said, you know, I don't normally do that, but I recognize you've got to do that to make a noise, so people end up covering it, right? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, people are just going to pass it by.
I would say most of the time when you reach out, yeah, probably most of the time the person is not going to actually make a video, but I think every single time that creator likes the fact that they've been giving a story to look at. Yeah. You know, like because then it's like half the time you're fucking looking around and half the stories are so fucking stupid. It'll be like this person's selling a product that costs too much money or some like dumb crypto shit, right? Whereas like you know, I would say like the instant you start like bringing it to pedophilia, that turns a lot of creators away. Like that shit's just fucking spooky to deal with because you fuck up one aspect of that story and now suddenly you're like, you've discredited like all the fucking victims.
Yeah.
Or you've gone the other way and you falsely accuse somebody.
Well, this is actually something I've said about the commentary community before. It's more of a perception than something I can give you like, oh, here's all the evidence for it. But it's just, yeah, there is this kind of, and you've mentioned it yourself, this kind of mishandling when it comes to this allegation stuff.
We don't have a good track record, dude. This community does not have a good track record at all, bro.
But why do you think that is, though?
Oh, why do I think it is? Because everyone's trying to fucking put out, like back in the day, it was because everybody was like fucking 19 years old. I think is like everyone's fucking kids and stupid and really dumb. I think it continued because it became like a race to put out the story.
Right.
Like it's like, oh, there's allegations about this. Oh, well, Alex dropped his video, so I better put out mine. And then it just becomes everybody like piling fucking on before they actually even ask Slazo what the fuck happened.
Right.
Or insert anybody who's been accused there, right? Whether it's fucking Call Me Carson or anybody, right? So I think it's like the number one thing now where it's like I feel like people have fucking chilled a little bit with it. I mean, chilled a little bit. It still is we just had Max. So it's like we really haven't chilled that much. We just had a guy do it. Yeah, I just think it's like that you get caught up in the fucking glory. Like it's like you know how Logan Paul filmed that dead body?
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily because Logan Paul's sitting there being evil, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking film a suicide victim. It's because he's like tunnel visioned onto the views. He's tunnel visioned onto this fucking thing.
Content brain.
And it's this,
right?
Yeah, it's like the content brain rot, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly, your content brand.
No, that's really interesting. I mean, what do you think needs to happen within the community to improve the way that these allegations are handled?
You need to absolutely wait to see what that guy says. You have to reach out to whoever is accused, like 100%, nearly every time. Like you could go ahead and look at the allegation and be like, "Oh, that's interesting," or "That seems pretty bad," or what, you know, what evidence did they provide? Did they provide any evidence? Well, then you probably shouldn't like make too heavy accusations. Then shouldn't cast too much judgment if there's not a single fucking screenshot anywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say you just gotta fucking wait.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So
Because like here's the thing: if somebody fucking lies and like dreams speed running Minecraft, right, and you make a hasty accusation, well, who really gives a shit at the end of the day? It's this guy speed running in goddamn Minecraft, right? Whereas if you make an accusation about somebody being a pedophile, it's gonna affect him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Well, that's some shit where it's like I don't know if you shouldn't get like legally in trouble for that.
Well, that's actually what I was about to say. Is like traditionally, like if a paper wrote an article and said this person's a pedophile and they were wrong, or they didn't base it on good information, the celebrity could take them to court for defamation. Because
kind of.
It's such
in the UK maybe.
Well,
not in the US,
I mean,
really.
Yeah, well, you can in the US as well. If you falsely accuse someone of being a pedophile.
In the United States, you can take somebody to court for it if they're a public figure and if they're a public figure in any way, and you have any reason to believe it, even if it's stupid, you are going to win that court case. The number one thing you're doing is you're draining that person of money when you're taking them to a civil case like that. And that's probably like the biggest punishment. For a lot of people, that's punishment enough. But defamation is so fucking hard to win here. There's a reason why it like rarely ever happens.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
Like our free speech laws, like they're the goat, bro. They are the goat. But the negative is definitely like you can just say shit, and as long as you vaguely believe it, you're not going to get in trouble in any meaningful way.
Okay, I mean the thing is,
if you have money to defend yourself. If you don't have money, you're going to get fucking raped and be in debt. So there's like that consequence. But you aren't going to. The court is not going to find you guilty.
Right, so you're saying that if you've got the resources, you can engage in means to knock back kind of defamation suits, essentially. Right, okay.
Yeah, like that fucking werewolf video Max played of that guy. Like now that guy's not a public figure, Camden. He's not a public figure, so that guy might actually have a case against Max. But let's say Camden was a YouTuber. That werewolf snarl thing and that girl making the accusation is probably enough defense for Max.
Damn.
And I'm not a legal expert, but that's how that's turned out, like pretty consistently in the past.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, I obviously am more familiar as a layman as I am with it, with the UK system, but I would have presumed that if you just called someone a pedophile without anything substantive, you would have a very strong case of defamation against that person.
If I unironically accused you, maybe, but if I had like one DM of you saying like, man, I'm going to rape children today, even if it's clearly sarcastic, you probably couldn't sue me, because as long as I like really commit and be like, no, I actually believe that, I'm probably going to be okay in the United States.
Sure. Okay. But okay, so putting aside the legal reality and issues, I mean, what do you think personally should happen to people that call someone a pedophile without the right information?
Well, I think like the beauty of like the commentary shit is this has already clearly affected Max. He's deleted a bunch of YouTube videos. He's fucking changed. He's changed his channel name like 3 more times. Like, you know, like I think publicly calling people out, as much as it doesn't have like maybe a material impact, a lot of the times, it does affect these people. It does work. Like they often, like maybe it doesn't get them like, I would be shocked if Max went and did the exact same thing again. Because you've completely torn apart his brand in a very like natural journalistic way. Like, this is his brand. He is the pedo hunter. He has not caught any pedos, and he's fabricating information. Well, that should be done with him in the court of public opinion. Unless his audience is fucking deranged and they're just like, yeah, we're okay with that fake shit. Then which I doubt is going to happen, because a lot of them I feel like are probably actual SA victims. Yeah, I think he's probably fucked.
Sure. So you're saying the legal system isn't necessarily required because there's enough of a public criticism that would destroy him anyway.
I think like calling people out publicly and like just making it like, doing like just some natural shit is usually enough.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess that I just don't have as much faith in the court of public opinion because I often see it going the other way, where someone gets falsely accused and they get destroyed. So you're kind of flipping a coin, I think, as to how it's going to go a lot of the time.
Don't you think like the false accusers, for the most part, like do bounce back though? Like Slazo came back better than ever when that story got corrected.
I think that
I think I feel like a lot of times there's that redemption arc.
Sure,
for sure though.
I think that the problem is the guy has got to fight. And if the guy doesn't want to fight, you can speak up on his behalf, but you're not going to be kind of, if the guy decides to just wither away and fuck off, then there's nothing you can really do about that,
That's the same in the fucking UK though. If he just wants to wither away and never defend himself, he's fucked, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, in the UK, I don't understand. Do you not need money to defend yourself in court?
Yeah, of course you need money to defend yourself. But like, for example, I mean, what I'm thinking about is like celebrities, right? So what I'm trying to say is that traditionally with celebrities, they will file defamation suits against papers who defame them. And in the UK, at least, they'll often be successful. Maybe it's different in the US, right? And I guess what I'm pointing out is like, it would be good if there was a dynamic or something for YouTubers to benefit from in that respect, where if someone makes completely outlandish defamatory claims, that there's some measure.
You'd have to have like I get you. I think I agree with you. The problem is like you're asking now for like laws that'll be able to still give you the same the freedoms for that not being the case, I think outweigh the freedoms of it being the case, if that makes sense.
I think you'd rather have it where you could call out and not have like legal trouble. And the people where they do get called out unfairly, it's kind of tough shit, but we need to be able to call people out and not worry about defamation suits. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because in the UK, you guys had like Deji. Do you know who Deji is? He sued Cabos for saying that he was subbotting. Well, dude, he fucking won. Like, because like the burden of proof to prove that like it doesn't affect your like bottom line for defamation is on the accuser, which makes is not on the accuser. It's on the accused, which makes no fucking sense.
Right, got you. Okay, yeah. No,
so
I think like,
I think your guys' law. I dislike your guys' law way more than ours. But
sure,
I understand there is negatives to it for sure.
No, of course. I think I absolutely understand where you're coming from now, and I think So I think in the UK there is a problem, and again, it's not to say that our system is perfect, because there are problems where people file a defamation suit to shut down criticism, and that's what you're worried about. Criticism getting shut down, even when the criticism is fair and legitimate. Right? Okay, I see where you're coming from. Okay. Yeah, it's a tricky one because I hate it when someone gets like falsely accused and they let themselves get destroyed. But I suppose the point there would be, well, they need to stand up for themselves, and they need to,
The other thing is like, you got a question too. Is here's a question for you. All right, how many false accusations do you think are knowingly false? They go forward and the person's like, it's not just the misunderstanding the law, or it's not the like being just fucking Zoomers and not like using the word grooming when it's just completely not grooming. How many do you think are people maliciously going forward and being like, I'm going to falsely accuse this person?
Yeah. Well, there's layers to this. I think in terms of like someone just concocting a story out of nothing, that is extremely limited, right? And they do tend to get sniffed out fairly easily. Most often, it ranges from people who have maybe got a bit of malice that are intentionally misrepresenting something that did happen, all the way through to people that are just retarded and don't understand and think awkward sexual interaction equals sexual harassment. So yeah, definitely, it's that's more common for sure, way more common.
Yeah, because I think a lot of the times, like when I see these false accusations, like on Twitter, it's usually like a 16-year-old and like an 18-year-old or 19-year-old. And it's like, he groomed me, when really they're both like seem like they're engaging in completely consensual whatever they're doing, like flirting in the DMs, and then it stops, and then the person goes forward and they're like, see, I was groomed, because they had like their friend who's also 16 was like, you totally groomed you, man. Like you better put that out there so nobody else gets groomed. Like that's 90% of these fake stories, like these false accusations. It's like these 16-year-olds don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see where you're coming from, and you know, I think.
So like, do I think we should prosecute that like 16-year-old girl? Like, no, I think just calling her a fucking moron is probably more productive. Like a better like. I know everybody else fucking up, and me watching it because I didn't engage with those stories for such a long time has made me much better at covering those things.
Mm. No, that's a very interesting perspective, and I guess you know because when I look at it, you know I've got like say the pierogi situation on my brain, and I just think it's so outrageous that Savannah Marie has brought this forward, and I think you know she ought to get some consequence for this.
Can you brief me on the pierogi situation? It's the guy that catches Indian scammers. And he hired, dude, this is the craziest story. Tell me if I got this right. I've only heard this secondhand. He hired some Indian girl who is now falsely accused him, but it's like she was doing it like completely maliciously, like screenshotting everything as it's happening, doing it completely on purpose. Is that right?
Well, the fact
did he get scammed by the Indian companies in the end? Did they scam him back?
That is more of a schizo conspiracy theory that, you know, I see where people are coming from.
That's what I'm looking into.
Well, yeah, I mean, if there's an angle there and you can prove something, that's a fantastic angle to go with, for sure.
So fucking awesome to know that, dude.
But from my perspective, what it seems like is she and him had this consensual sexual interaction. It is obviously odd that she was screenshotting at the time. She in the messages claims it was because she wanted to look at them later and goon, but who knows? But yeah, it's wild because they're claiming it's grooming, sexual predation, and sexual harassment. But even in the messages they show themselves, she's there going, yeah, fuck my holes, spank me, I want to be punished, daddy. You know,
Jesus,
she's
this is
clearly
fucking visceral.
Yeah, it's very visceral, yeah. You know, she's very openly and clearly engaging in it. And now it's being framed as this kind of like MeToo attempt. You know, he was grooming me, he was my boss, and he made me do things for money, you know, none of which seems to be true based on the messages.
All right, here's what I want to know. How, because to me, just from what I've heard, and what you just told me sounds very in line with that. Does it seem like she's doing this completely like she knows she's fucking like faking a lot of this shit? Or does she actually seem like a scorned like ex-lover or something?
Oh, dude, it's so. She hasn't really spoken.
I'm putting you on a spot. This is a big thing. Maybe you shouldn't answer this.
No, it's fine. I'm happy to engage with this. It's just, you know, for me, I always try and think, what's the best answer we've got based on the information we got? And she hasn't spoken apart from tweets about it, right? So you're having to read a lot into her tweets. My best guess is that she it feels ashamed that she engaged in this interaction. She seems more bothered about the fact that the guy cheated on his wife and she was part of it, and now wants to frame it as grooming and sexual predation in order to diminish her role in being a homewrecker. That's my best, simplest interpretation of it. But I do think there are potentials there that she is like a scorned lover. Maybe
the Indian companies hired her, bro. All right, I have not watched the video, but I'm holding out for this hope, dude. It would be sick. Dude, at that point, if the Indians company did hire and they fucking scammed his ass, he deserved it, dude. Fucking, they got you on the long con, motherfucker. Like, I'm supporting them, bro.
No, listen, look, I think it's a very valid theory to look into, right? I'm trying to play this down the line because I'm just trying to stick to what I can see.
No, you're
based
definitely
on the facts,
playing
right?
it smarter than me, dude.
Right? No, that's
fine. I make videos and I don't live stream.
No, it's good. It's good. I like the schizo theories, and it could be true. There's nothing to say it's not true. It's just I haven't seen enough information. But if you can get something about it, that'd be fucking banging. Yeah, I'd love to see that video.
Dude, I'm calling all the fucking Indian telecom companies, dude. We're figuring this out.
Okay, but wait a second. Are you not worried that you're indulging in a bit of racial profiling, perhaps?
Oh, I definitely am, dude. Like I've been profiling the shit out of these Indians since I was a kid. I grew up in the #1 most populated Indian neighborhood.
Okay.
Dude, I got these fucking Hindus on lock, dude. I'll be able to sense it from a mile away, dude.
Okay,
Easy.
fair enough. No, I like that. It's good. But
Indian people are great, but you get them on the phone, something changes about them, you know? Something changes.
Yeah, there's something within them, I think, about... Yeah, definitely. I know what you're coming from there, definitely.
They just start talking to your grandma on the phone, dude, and suddenly grandma's wiring money.
Okay, so anyway, that's that aspect of it, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I guess, and this links back into what I was saying, is it's the fact this Savannah Marie person is doing this. But then we spoke about it earlier. The reason she's doing it is she's desperate for the scoop. Like, she wants to get the story out first, right? That's what it seems to be, because her analysis is completely backwards. Like, it's like she's never seen fucking sex before, and it's like obvious what it is, and she's claiming it's something completely different, you know?
Yeah, if the texts are that obvious, has she made a response video on like why she went so hard in the paint?
Well, she's put out a couple
I've seen she's made messages being like I'm just here to deliver the story or whatever.
She's put out like community posts that she's now deleted. She's tweeted about it, but has now deleted her Twitter account. You know, she said, "Oh, I don't care what the men think about this," despite the fact lots of women have called her out. So it seems like she's kind of doubling and tripling down, but not giving much substance as to why she came to the conclusion she did. She's just saying, "You're wrong and I'm right," basically.
My only thing is I don't know what she would gain from doubling down on an accusation like that. So that is I would say in a way that's almost more interesting than the accusation itself.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
you
a
know,
lot of times when a creator gets caught like red-handed like that, maybe they double down for the first like day or two, but then they will bail like pretty quickly when they realize like it's either like this or their career. They either apologize or their career's on the line.
well, yeah, and you know, I don't know this person. And I was quite harsh to her when I spoke about her, as I tend to be. But I mean, there's still some shred of dignity she can say from this by just coming a bit clean about it and recognizing some of these criticisms. I mean, I'm assuming this has happened in the commentary community with people, right? They've doubled down, tripled down. John Swan is probably a good example of that.
Yeah, but when John was caught, like when he's caught on the phone, like basically admitting to lying about everything, he did it. He had to apologize. I mean, what choice do you have? Like the evidence is fucking right there. Like when you're looking at those text messages and people are pointing out like this is crazy. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know, dude. Like, yeah, I have to look into this story more. I don't want to fucking be wrong, if that makes sense. Like,
No,
I don't
no,
want
of
to look
course.
into it and we're missing a message where it's like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, of course. And the thing is, you know, I've gone quite hard into it, but I, as always, recognize there could be some more information that comes out that gives us a new kind of view on it. But I guess the logic I go by, she claims to have seen all these messages, and my thought process is, well, you're going to put the worst possible messages in the video to back up your claims, you know? So if that's the best that they've
Definitely,
got,
man. If I'm making a video, that's what I'm doing.
exactly. So I'm thinking, is that if that's the best you've got, what more could you possibly have? I mean, these messages are literally like, for example, there's one point where she says, "Oh,
She said she's doing a follow-up.
no, she's not said anything of the sort. She's just hiding, basically." But you know, it's like, for example, the woman Hina will say, "I got so bad, you know, the sexual harassment that I had to pretend I was in the hospital." And they show the message on the screen, and she does say, "Oh, I'm in the hospital. I can't talk at the moment, but I'm really, you know, Daddy, punish me later." Right? It's literally that crazy. Like, she's engaging in sexting just after saying it, and so you're like, "Well, yeah, of course, you're giving him the fucking green light, saying you're horny, basically." But it's like, she shows it as if it proves what Hina's saying is true, but then she doesn't ask any pressing questions, much like the Hasan interview. Asks no pressing questions of Hina about her behavior, right? So,
Yeah, I wonder that, dude. She's probably a case of just like the blind, like believe all women thing. She like
yeah.
refuses to acknowledge like any criticism there. So I mean, yeah, that is really disappointing to hear because I don't know. I guess what do you think is the best? What is the punishment you think she deserves then?
Oh, this is what. Oh God, I see. I'm very much like, you know, we should let people get better and stuff, and I try and do the right thing. And I got this quote I say about how we shouldn't just go after people because we feel, you know, justified in doing so. I think that's wrong. But then when I'm looking at it, I just get this anger, and I'm just like, I want this person to be fucking destroyed. You know, I want them to get taken to court. I want them to get sued for all they're worth. You know, I get very vicious. But that's like my emotions talking over my sense. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I think I'd probably end up agreeing with you in a calmer state of mind. Criticism and calling them out is probably the best way to deal with it, all things considered, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think that's all you can really do, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
how else can this guy do something besides like trying to sue her? Like, what's weird is from a content creator, she has to be one of these Me Too people where it's like believe all women all the time. Because from a content creator point of view, she could still go forward with a story about how this lady's like cheating
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, or how this lady's cheating and then trying to get out of the cheating with a fault. Like, there's still like a pretty interesting story there at the end of the day you could work if you were her. So like it's I mean, look,
Well,
dude, there's still remnants of those people. Like, I fucking have met these people in real life that are, you know, that hardcore about it. The problem is when they get a fucking platform and they're able to make YouTube videos to 20,000 people.
yeah. So you note there. So I'm guessing, are you willing to say Me Too has gone too far? Then is that your perspective?
Bro, dude, if you've been online, you've been saying that for like 5 years at this point.
Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah, I mean, in fact, what with the dream stuff, I thought there was going to be like a change in the trend, and we were going to see a kind of new era where we're going to be more critical. And I think I'm seeing that with the Savannah Marie stuff. But I guess I'm still worried. I think people do still instinctively back up women and assume they're telling the truth. I mean, what do you think?
I think a lot of normies are going to, because obviously, like, normies aren't online; they aren't engaged with this dialogue all the time. However, as far as content creators go, um, I think it's for the most part gotten much better. Like there's always like before there wasn't even a question if there was an allegation. There was an allegation. It was like it's happened. We fucking gotta run it. Like whereas like now there's usually at least like most of the prominent creators will be like, well, this is their evidence, and they will just like kind of state that and be like, we gotta wait for more info, or this is not enough evidence, or this is looking bad, right? Like they will not make the hard fucking statement of like, this guy's pedo confirmed because a burner account says so.
Yeah, I think that the problem with it is it to go up and say this person is not being truthful or this doesn't back up their claim, going against the believable narrative. For a long time, you look like they called you a rape apologist for that, right? And I think they still do somewhat, but it does feel
it just doesn't mean anything anymore.
No,
it's like
exactly.
Fucking whatever,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
it's like Hasan calling you a Nazi. It's like, okay, I don't know. Like I can't be bothered. It's like, or like you ever have like a 4-year-old cousin or something when he gets really mad, he's like, I hate you. It's like, who's the one, like if you're a grown adult and you're taking that to heart, it's like, it's coming from a 4-year-old. It's like, this is your default stance whenever you don't get your way. Like, I don't care. It doesn't change anything.
I think one of the problems is that when that is coming from your own audience, some people find that difficult to swallow and difficult to handle because they're the people that support you that are telling you you're wrong. Have you ever had a problem with that before?
Like, look, dude, I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I've had times where it's like, I've been around for 6 years at this point, like 2017, right? So going on almost 7 years now. And you're gonna have times where people think you're a fucking idiot and a spurg and like you're just wrong on stuff. Now it hasn't been anything with that serious. Like for instance, like the most hate I got was over like my Nerd City video and like how he covered Lele Pons. Right, I was very critical of his video at the time. People disagreed with me. They call you a fucking moron and say like, oh man, classic Willie L. Like for like 4 months straight, and that's it. Like the consequence is like not that big of a deal. So I just feel like unless you do something super fucked up, just ignore it. Like your audience shouldn't control you. It's my YouTube channel. I upload my opinion. It's your YouTube channel. Upload your opinion. And as long as it's not totally fucking insane, you're gonna have at least a few people that vibe with you and stick it out.
Yeah, okay, no, that's a good
Whereas like if you're one of these fucking Me Too people, like odds are your whole audience is going to be. Does that make like you kind of garner like a similar audience. Like if you make a bunch of edgy jokes, odds are your audience is going to be into that too.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't like to do the hardcore politics thing because it does happen on like both sides. But like it does seem to be more of like a lefty tendency sometimes there. If there's a disagreement, that's it. Like no more. I'm not going to follow you anymore. Fuck you. You're wrong about this.
I don't know a ton about like the entire lefty dynamic. I feel like Destiny actually has like a pretty diverse audience to some degree. Like obviously they're all like libtards or whatever, but you got like your more Republican libtarders. Chat's always like kind of going back and forth with them, or maybe they disagree with something. whatever, right? Like, whereas Hasan's community, it's like you're basically they're the most like extreme. I can't even know the word because there's no like alt left. I don't fucking know. Like it's always the most out there fucking thing. Like politics, I think has the worst case of that because you make money by being team sports. It's a lot easier to get an instant audience if you're just like the right leaning guy or the left leaning guy. The instant you try and like you know, show any sympathy towards the other side, you're going to cause a rift in your audience. What's it called? Audience capture.
Yeah,
You suffer from a lot of audience capture.
Yeah. No, that's what it is. Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, no, sure. I think that now the tide is turning a bit. Maybe that's just a reflection of the fact that my audience, you know, is a bit more diverse. I mean, if anything, if I say I think this woman's telling the truth, I feel like now sometimes people get mad at me because I'm not just 100% going and saying this woman's full of shit. But yeah, I think just looking at it fairly is probably the best way to do it, right?
I think it's slower to build an audience if you're going to be like more authentic and critical and like, when side A is wrong, like if the left is wrong, you call them out. If the right people are wrong, then you call them out. Like I think that's a slower build for your audience, but you get a lot stronger base. Like I think it's worth laying down that foundation because otherwise you end up in a weird situation like H3 where the minute he goes against like the minute he says an edgy joke or some shit, or he goes against a narrative that his super left-leaning audience doesn't like, he gets fucking eaten alive by them. There's like entire hate subreddits talking about how he's a borderline Nazi.
Yeah, or another thing, I don't know if you saw this. You remember the Atrioc drama?
That's the guy that made the AI porn, right? Of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Ludwig's girlfriend. Yeah. It's like one of my favorite dramas ever, dude.
You think that's funny? You're laughing at that, are you? That was terrible for the women.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you feel bad for her to a degree, right? So I kind of get that, but at the same time, I can't stop fucking laughing. That was the most normal thing Ethan has ever done. Is like seeing her crying, being like, "They put my face on a woman with boobs," and she's like, "I can't believe they violated me."
She said, like, the quote was, "This is what pain looks like." She's in tears.
No, did she say that?
That was a line, yeah. And
like, how the fuck can you not laugh at that stupid ass shit, dude? And then he's got like his whole audience captures him, like fucking tries to cancel him. It's like what are you claiming? Virtual rape? What are we saying here, guys? Like Photoshop has always existed. There's always been celebrities put like fucking heads put on a naked person's body. Why are we pretending this is like virtual assault?
Well, I mean, I don't know if this... At the end of the day, okay, rape does still happen, but, like, rape has got a much more negative view now than it did, like, in the 70s and 60s, etc. Like, marital rape, like, back then was probably more considered and stuff. I think the problem is we've become a lot more critical of rape. So I feel like some people are finding more things to attribute to rape so they can be outraged about that instead. That's my kind of rough take.
Yeah, I'm just going to start referring to everybody that says something stupid as mental rape. Let's just keep doing it. Like eventually you just make the term pointless. Like it's like people are gonna hear that word and just roll their fucking eyes if you do that.
Yeah, no, exactly. Okay, so we've been chatting for just over an hour. I mean, that's the main stuff I wanted to get into. I feel like, we've had a good kind of conversation. Was there anything else you wanted to mention?
No, I appreciate you having me on. Seems like you're doing a good thing over here, man. Dude, you got 1,000 people watching. Holy shit. Good stuff. So, like, yeah, I think for the most part, man, keep streaming, keep doing your thing, dude. Have you always done YouTube or were you on Twitch?
I was on Twitch primarily, but I started multi-streaming recently.
Did you get banned or what happened?
I've been banned a bunch of times for all sorts of things, left, right, and center. Probably about 5 or 6 bans, I guess, from my time.
What for? Which one was your fault the most?
One was I got 30 days for showing of like violent imagery. I think I showed like a cop shooting on stream. I don't think you could see the guy get shot even, but I think I got banned for that.
Did you see the video of Hasan laughing at a cop getting shot?
Yeah, I mean, he's watched that kind of thing as well, and he doesn't get punished. I mean, he recently watched the what was it, Destiny Ben Shapiro debate, which Dylan Burns got banned for, and he didn't get banned. I mean, he just gets very
fucking
treatment.
Hate, dude.
It's so annoying.
That's what everyone fucking hates about Twitch. All right, what do you think of Pokemon coming over to YouTube?
I think it's the sign of a platform in trouble. I think that, yeah, like Twitch is not what it used to be. I think they're desperately trying to kind of capture ground again as they lose it to other platforms.
All the commentary people are kind of shitting their pants because Pokey in the past on YouTube has always tried to strike down videos.
Right. Yeah.
And she struck down all sorts of commentary videos. She's gone after people's sponsors and all this shit. So and on Twitch, she was a very big person when it came to like pushing new policies. So everyone's over here. All the commentary channels are like, "Oh fuck, Pokey's coming over. What is she gonna do?"
Yeah, Bo Blacks is probably a bit concerned, I'd imagine, because he's made quite a lot of content about her. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, that's it, really, isn't it?
That's it, man. Thanks for having me on.
Pleasure. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Catch you again soon.
Deuces, what's your audience called? Are they Chud boys? What are they called?
We call them rapers. No, we don't really call that.
You little rapers, all right? Deuces.
That was a great combo. Hey, that was great, wasn't it? We had a good combo. That was fun. I do see where he's coming from on the legal stuff. Like, if the consequence of, like, harsher legal punishments for people that are defamatory means that it limits your ability to do commentary and talk about stuff, it probably isn't worth it, is it? I just fucking hate it. I hate it when some little rap bitch puts out a video and fucking is completely full of shit and they get away with it because they get no real consequence. It fucking infuriates me. But I do understand where he's coming from, and I think that's a fair point, so...